when we're doing these, what you want to remember, what you want to keep track of. Hold on, let me let these people in. What you want to do is see how there's this triangle in there. You want to figure out those inside measurements. That way we can figure out x, because x is that external angle to that triangle. Okay, what we have basically is this, where x is here. So I need to figure out this measure and this measure, because x is going to equal those two added up. That's the external angle theorem we went over last Friday. Okay, so let me clear some of this up. And then say, okay, check it out. Check it out. Here's a line, and here's two angles. So I know that's a linear pair. If I want to find the angle measure of this inside angle, I need to subtract 87 from 180, because linear pair angles equal 180 when you're at the book. Okay? So if I want to figure out this first inside angle in here, I do 180 minus 87. And when I do that, I believe it's 93. 180 minus 87. Yeah, 93. Okay. So I know, close that up a little, I know this inside angle is 93 degrees. And don't get too caught up with the little degree thingy. We know it's 93 degrees. And then again, look at this other side of the triangle and say, hey, I know this one, the 135 degree angle. What's that? I know this 135 degree angle and this inside angle of the triangle are a linear pair. So again, those angles have to add up to 180, right? They have to add up to 180. So if I want to figure out the angle measure of that triangle one, that one, I do 180 minus 135. But when I subtract those two, I get 45. So again, I know where my check was. That angle measure is 45. And then I erased my other one, but the other one was 93. Okay. 93. So then now I can figure out the measure of angle x. Now I can figure out this one. Because again, what we really have is this diagram right here. We have an exterior angle, which is x. This is on the outside of this triangle. And the exterior angle theorem, I don't know it word for word, but I know the idea. Let me look at it word for word. The exterior angle theorem says the measure of the exterior angle of the triangle is equal to the sum of the two non-adjacent angles. So if I want to figure out what this equals, all I need to do is add those two inside angles of that triangle. Okay? The exterior angle is equal to the sum of the two non-adjacent angles of the triangle. So then x is just 93 plus 45. Okay? X equals 93 plus 45. Giant minus the calculator, 93 plus 45. You get 138. Easy peasy lemon squeeze. All right. Let's move on to the next one. The next one, again, you got to be able to pull these triangles apart and deal with them separately. Okay. And what I mean by that, I see one triangle that has 28 degrees here and 53 degrees here, right? Which is basically this side. I can figure out that last angle measure because the triangle subconjecture tells me the three angle measures of the triangle add up to 180. So if I want to figure out what this is, I need to take 180 and subtract out the angles I know. I know the three of them together add up to 180. If I subtract 53 and if I subtract 28, guess what I'm left with? I'm left with that guy. So do 180 minus 53 minus 28, and we get 99. So I know this inside angle in here is 99. Okay. And then again, that might not be what I'm looking for, but it's going to help me find what I'm looking for. 99. Okay. 99. Okay. So then now I can figure out what y is. You should look at that and say, oh, figure out those two make a linear pair. How do I know it's a linear pair? Because they're on a line, right? It's on a line, and line is part of linear pair. And again, those two angles add up to 180. So if I want to figure out the measure of y, I just need to subtract 99 from 180. Get him, don't you? That's where my dog's walking. So subtract 180 minus 99, and then you get 81. So that's the angle measure for y. Y is 81. Okay, we go ahead and put that in there. We're not going to erase any of this. Yeah, I didn't want to erase it. Okay. Go ahead and put 81 again. 81. And then the last thing we need to do is figure out what x is. Again, you need to be able to like shut out the information you don't need. Okay. Let me erase this part over there. I'm going to erase that because I need this over. So I'm going to focus on just this triangle. If I look at this triangle, this is what I see. I see down here we have 81 degrees. Up here we have x, and then that's 17 degrees. Okay, and then we're trying to find the value of x, right? Well, again, the triangle sum conjecture, what we went over last Friday, tells me if I add up these three angles, it should equal 180. So if I want to figure out what x is, I take 180 and subtract out the ones that I know. And when you subtract 81 from 17, you're left with 82. And that is the value of x. 82. Okay. And that goes there.